have a good show.
1B, stand by. Okay,
Yeah.
Take it.
Take it at midfield.
Take
Just go
it.
right now. Go to camera 3. 3. Go to the gate. Perfect. Just like that.
I'll just go ahead.
Yep. Graphics 2 is going to be up for the first. Okay. Go to the gate. Just like that. No music.
I'm going to hand to Q. Sophie.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
On radio in the Canal Zone.
All right, guys, mic check.
Go ready.
Okay, Ricky, mic.
Yep, I am ready.
Wait for it. Wait for it. 2.5.
Willie, mic check.
Yep, let's go.
1B, stand by.
10, 9, 8,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
and we're live.
Okay, and go for it, guys.
Say hello from the reunion and talk about what we've seen here and so forth. Bruce Bateman, by the way, love the shirts, man. Those Balboa Ram shirts were a huge, huge hit. Expect a lot more orders now because everybody that didn't have one today walked in and asked, can we still get them? Is the link still good? So they're definitely coming out.
They asked you for the link.
In fact, let me see if we have the link here.
Reunion. I'm already almost, well, that's not almost done, but I feel like I'm probably going to have like 3 beers before we're done.
There we go. So here it is, guys. That is the website address. If you click on there, it's also the same one as Zonian Life, correct?
Zonian Life.
So if you can't find it, go to Zonian Life. He now has it available with all the other offerings. And so the rest of you folks that didn't have the privilege, the fortune of playing for the Balboa Rams, you had to play for one of those second-tier teams. That's all right. You can wear your shirts proudly as well because they're in the Zonian Life as well, you know. But not everybody could be a Balboa Ram. I just wanted me to tell you, man. But
and good job, by the way.
Yes.
You did a great job, MC.
Thank you.
You did good.
Yeah, that Rams reunion was a lot of fun, guys. A big turnout, like Ricky was saying earlier.
You know, we said
way more than we expected. Yeah, it was a good time was had by all. There was a lot of people talking 90s Rams, which I didn't. I was gone. I left in '89, so I had no clue about that stuff.
From the '68 to the '99, they're all there.
And it's cool that they were talking about some of their coaches, and I'm thinking, God, these coaches were younger than me when I left there, and here they are. You know, they were kids, and now they're adults and they're coaching around. So they kept that Rams legacy going as long as we could ride it, and so 30 years of Balboa Rams is awesome. Anybody that played for the Rams, coached for the Rams, cheered for the Rams, helped out in any way, concessions, announcers, you name it. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You guys gave us an awesome childhood by giving us something fun to do, and you guys were a big part of it. So
coaches for sure.
Yeah, it was
that's all about that.
It was, man. It was,
and almost every guy that spoke said these coaches made us the men we are today.
100%.
Every single one said they are who they are because of our coaches.
Yeah, no, without a doubt, man, without a doubt. And it was, like I said, there was Rams from every era.
Listen, there was a lot of Auburn Jets there. So, hey, Johnny, you guys were representing.
Bob Kopsky's son, Jim Kopsky, was here. He's here at the reunion. I talked to Bob Kopsky a couple weeks ago. Man, what a great conversation. We are actually working on an Auburn Jets show, so Bruce, definitely keep in touch because we might want to have you join us. You too, McGee, would love to have you on the show talking some Auburn Jets because we definitely want to, we have that Balboa Rams bias, of course, but this is a Canal Zone community, okay? And it involved the Albrook Jets. It involved the Kiwanis. I mean, it involved everybody. That's what made the league what it was. So we want to share the love.
They are going to change it to Canal Zone Little League football instead of just the Balboa Rams.
Exactly. The Rams was an easy one for us because we had a lot of connections there, and there was a big history there. But now that we've grown this and we've got a bigger audience, we definitely want to share the love and make sure you guys.
How this started, Willie, was because of the Balboa Rams. You interviewed me about my experience with the Rams, and next thing you know, McCole, and here I am, guys.
Very nice. Awesome, Bruce. That would be awesome. We would love to have you on. We've done a couple of Balboa Rams shows already, and they're a lot of fun. You get players talking. One of the ideas I have is a season in review where we'll take one of your teams, get a couple of your teammates, join the show, and we're going to talk about your season from preseason all the way through the first game, middle of the season, end of the season, maybe all-star games or whatever was involved. But we want to replay that season with you, invite all your teammates from Albrook and from the zone to watch, and just have a lot of fun, man. Just have a lot of fun being a Zonian, you know, and being part of that Zonian story, which football was a big part of it. So.
Yeah, and guys, listen, we're so overly excited. We don't even have a show plan. So anybody wants to talk about anything on the reunion, throw out some comments. This is the time we'll interact with you guys. It just doesn't even feel like a normal podcast because we're so excited to be
We're
here.
kind of winging it right
Yeah,
now.
we're winging it big time, but we just love where we are. There's
we
a
love being
lot
with
of
you guys
people
on
out here
Friday.
watching us, and
Yeah.
they just love the show, and they love that what we're doing, and they all.
You know what? In hindsight, if we weren't so busy, honestly, because this reunion has been a lot of work. Good work though, right? I'm not complaining in that sense, but if we had been able to set this up a little sooner and better, we could have had a lot more
I don't
audience.
know what camera to look at. Is it that camera? Is it that
Yeah,
camera?
I know,
Is it
right?
that camera?
So yeah, I guess we can look at that camera,
That
but
camera?
this is picking up the mic. So yeah, that makes sense.
All right, we'll look up the camera up here.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's been crazy hectic, but fun, good, crazy hectic. You
Tell
know.
us about the golf tournament, Willie.
Oh,
How'd you do?
let me tell you about that golf tournament. So, show up Wednesday night, right? Golf tournament's Thursday morning. Get here Wednesday night. Start having a few cocktails, feeling good, and next thing you know, I look at my phone. It's 2:00 in the morning. I'm like, oh, this is way too late to be out. Plus, I don't drink that often anyway, and I'm at the reunion, so tying one
I don't
down.
drink that much. I've been pounding.
Yeah, man. So next thing you know, I get up at 7 a.m. thinking, all right, I'm an hour. The golf course is right here at the resort, so I'm not having to go anywhere. So I'm thinking, hey, good for you, Will. You got up early enough, and you're on time, ready to go. I jump in the shower at about 7:30, and here's the reason that my time is set up this way. The program said 8 a.m. to check in, and 8:30 is tea time. So I've got good time.
I know those hours are all wrong, aren't they?
They were all way wrong. I get a call at 7:40 going, where are you at? I'm getting the shower, getting ready to head down. Well, we're teeing off at 7:50. I'm like, well, it says 8 o'clock here is check-in time. I said, no, well, it's 7:50. That was wrong. So needless to say, haul ass downstairs, get in there, get checked in, get in the cart. I get there, and we start a minute later. And I love to play golf. I love hanging out with Zonians, and a round of golf with a bunch of Zonians is absolutely fantastic. However, in July, in Orlando, the weather sucks.
Yeah, it's hot.
There was not a cloud in the sky. There was not one iota of wind blowing. It was brutal. By about the 13th hole, I was like, let's just wrap this thing up. And of course, we're not going to do it because it's a tournament. You got to play it out. But I was in such a hurry.
A lot of the guys said it was too hot.
I was at that point. I was hitting the ball quickly. I would address it. I wouldn't take a practice or nothing. Just put the ball down, swing, and hit, move on. Walking up, it's funny because I was paired up with Paul Myers, which was a great time. I had a blast with Paul Myers. Thank you, Paul. Good stuff, man.
Paul's good.
But we go walking back up to the hotel afterwards, and I'm carrying my bag, and that bag must have weighed 900 pounds. Holy shit. It was so heavy. And it was the sun was out and everything. And I go walking up the sidewalk, and about every 40 or 50 yards, I got to stop and take a break. I was like, Paul, I got to stop, man. He's like, all right. About the fourth time, he's like, dude, you all right, man? And I was like, yeah, it's really hot out. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I heard that.
And I got to my room. I barely had any energy to do anything like that. I even called my wife and then got on a video call with her, and I was red as a tomato, not from sunburn, from heat. The heat, right. She's like, are you okay? I was like, I really don't feel good. I started to feel a little lightheaded and everything. But I jumped in the shower, took a shower, and I went to bed. I slept for 3 hours. A little nap. Hell, I slept hard for 3 hours.
And since then, you've been on the roll with all the stuff you got to do with the Rams.
Yep.
And
this morning at 6:30 in the morning, I was up. I was up doing some stuff on the computer and headed out. Getting ready for that Rams reunion. And as you would have it, Murphy's Law, if something can go wrong, it will. And all of a sudden, we crank everything up, and all the presentation I had on the computer, gone. I can't pull it up. I can't access the computer, nothing. So
we're getting pictures taken. Sorry, guys.
I ended up going on YouTube, uploading a lot of the videos, and then trying to stream them from there. Somebody else had to bring a computer around to plug it in. And so, but in good Rams Canal Zone fashion. We adjusted, we called an audible, and we made it work. Yep. It ended up being an awesome presentation. So that's been my hectic reunion so far. And then of course Rams reunion ends, and we got to haul ass and get in here and set up, and we're doing all that, and all of a sudden countdown, ready to start, and then here come these people and try and give us a hard time that we can't be.
1 minute before we got on live.
Give me a break.
They're trying to kick us out, but Willie, you did a good job. You are a good politician, Willie. Even though I try to beat you up all the time.
He tries.
That's right. I saw you in action. You did a good job.
You got to remember, Ricky, if this was a football game, Ricky's going to celebrate getting positive yardage. He got 2 yards on the carry. For him, that's a victory. They might as well walk off the field now and leave a winner. Okay? But, no, I did. I let him know that.
When did you guys get permission to do this? Oh, yeah, from this lady over there.
Yeah, absolutely. I would throw the name if it needed one. That's right. Yeah, she was behind the bar. She worked for the bar. And then I finally kind of gave him the, listen, you're going to come and tell me this a minute before our live podcast? Are you kidding me? I can't do it, man. But thank you, but no thanks. So we had to adjust a little. We can't put the sound out, so we can't disturb the other patrons
here. I know. They didn't
we can't video anybody else. So we would have had this on speaker where everybody else could join and have a lot of fun with it. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. But we still have our Zonians that are not at the reunion that we're keeping you guys in the loop. So, but make sure if you're in Florida, get your ass in a car and get out here. Get out here today, tomorrow. Tomorrow's that pool party.
I know. I'm telling everybody, pace yourself.
Yeah, right.
We still have 2 more days of this stuff, you know. Last night, everybody was just 1:30 in the morning, and I was still up, you know. And I snuck out to go sleep.
Yes,
because everybody was going to this other party.
Yeah, what do they call that? An Irish getaway or
Irish getaway? Yeah. So yeah, Willie and I snuck out quietly. We went to our rooms because otherwise we would end up at the 89er. The 89ers had a big party.
1401, and apparently that's like the happening place.
At 1:30 in the morning, that party was starting.
They got a party again tonight. They got another one tomorrow night. They've been going strong. Those guys, I know they're younger than us, but not by that much. So I hope they're taking Monday off because they're going to need it, man. Those guys partied hard.
They party hard. But everybody is. I mean, all the reunion suites are packed.
They are.
And they're you see, all you see is that on the hallways, the trays of liquor coming in.
Oh, my God. That's the one thing. If there's
one after the other. You see with 2, 3, 4 cases of beer.
People are making some good
money this year.
It's kind of funny. I always laugh about that because I think it was last year or the year before, they had the Pan Canal Society here, and they also had a Alcoholics Anonymous convention here. And I'm thinking, boy, does that not work too well, where you have a bunch of boozers
don't want
to drink anymore. So, oh, look, there's Billy Drummond, man.
Billy.
Good to see you, Papa.
Yes. Love Billy. Hey, Billy, I love you, brother, man.
That's the best part of this reunion. Is seeing people that you haven't seen in forever.
I have no respect. They're nowhere streaming, and everybody could have.
Sheila's trying to make faces at us, see if she can get us to laugh. But listen, we're seasoned pros, man. It's going to take more than that to throw me off my game. I'll tell you that right now.
You're the man.
We know our gig, man. We know our gig, but we do good. It's a we thing. It's a team effort. Ricky spoke really highly of our podcast at the society meeting today.
With a minute to talk. I was so nervous. I'm never nervous on this stuff, but in front of everybody, Willie, I was shaking. I was so nervous. But we pulled it off. You
do what you do, man.
We pulled it off.
That's what we do, man. You know. So, but again, guys, awesome time here. We're having a great time. We want to get more people out here. Make sure you show up. Again, if you're in Florida, you're only an hour or 2 away. So
the more the better.
Mira, a lot of us. Mira quién se metió aquí.
Ruben. Here's the guy that I love.
And listen, guys, he's a Clayton Cowboy, but that's okay. We don't hold that against him, all right? He's a Zonian, and that's all that matters, right? Good to have you, man. Welcome. Welcome to our podcast. Yes. Say hello to the Canal Zone. They're watching you right now. Yeah.
Ruben. Ricky. All right.
Good time.
This is my roommate. I'm rooming with Ruben.
Yeah. So Ruben's coming here to make sure Ricky's paying his tab and he's not billing shit to the room.
Oh, yeah, so, the room. No. Great show, guys. Hey, thanks a lot. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, we love this stuff, man.
All right.
Yes, Papa.
Guys, That's the reunion right
That's
there.
what it is, man. That's why we do this. Right?
And it's
No, it doesn't, man.
I've been on a swear the second day. You feel like you've already said hi to everybody, but came out.
More to come. More to come. And you know, that's all kidding aside. You know, there is one aspect of the zone, especially of social media, and that's the political stuff, right? And that's why we've made it a hard, fast, non-negotiable rule that we don't bring politics into this, because politics has been very decisive. I know that a lot of people have been turned off by my politics. I get it, you know, but well, and they get turned off by Ricky's too, but they just realize that Ricky has no idea what he's talking about.
That's
so
true. That's true, guys. Don't ever believe me. I'm always winging it.
That being said, we don't bring that here. The Canal Zone is bigger than politics.
Yes.
This story is much bigger than who you voted for and who I voted for, and so we avoid that at all costs here. We want to be here and just be Zonian, celebrate this memory, and so that's what it's all about. That's why, you know, coming here, it's awesome to see someone feel. Like Ricky said earlier, people come up to me and go, "Hey, you're the guy from that podcast." That's a really cool feeling, man. It's cool to get recognized that way. It's cool to have that show, which means it's getting out. Right?
Hey.
It's not just our friends watching it.
Yeah. All you guys that are hating on one Sony or the other because of politics, this is what you got to do to them. You got to just hug them and forget about it.
He's going to pass out now.
Because, you know, it's way better than politics.
Honestly, and Ricky and I we couldn't be on further ends of the political spectrum. And yet,
our fights are legendary.
It is. And you know what's funny is we now use this platform. Ricky and I will get on here, and we won't go live. We'll just keep it in the studio, and we just go back and forth.
But he mutes me. He mutes me all the time.
I control the mute button. So Ricky starts running his mouth, and I get tired of that shit. I just hit mute. That's the end of that conversation.
And I'm still.
Yeah. So he'll go about 5 or 6 more seconds, then he realizes, oh wait, nobody can hear me.
No one's hearing.
Yeah. So, but that's we just keep that out of here, out of this podcast. This is all about you guys, but
we do inform on Panamanian politics, on what's going on in Panama.
Yeah, that's different.
You know, because that's a good thing that we.
And it's not really politics; it's what's going on in Panama.
You know what, really? Right? Put it around.
Might as well. Heck yeah.
We're around. All right. When she comes back, we'll get her.
Back, yeah. We got to pay for this table, man. So we can broadcast.
Yeah, I know. At least we can do that for them.
All right. They got no excuse. We were patrons here. We just happen to crowd the table. But look, we got a big crowd around. They're gathering around here, right? People like to hang out with Zonians, especially cool Zonians like Ricky and I. You know?
Oh, I'm cool now.
Well, you know, you achieve coolness now. That's what happens when you come into the happy hour at the Balboa Yacht Club. Coolness is achieved.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah, and we have a lot of new people that want to watch.
Yes.
The older generation.
Correct.
Really into asking us about the podcast.
Yeah. There's a lot more people picking up on it and asking about it, want to join it. Spread the word. Everybody get on your social media platforms. Balboa Yacht Club, SCN Canal Zone is the channel both on YouTube and on Facebook. So if you go into YouTube and just type in SCN Canal Zone, all one word, you'll get to our channel. Hit subscribe first and foremost. Get all the notifications. And you can see all our previous podcasts. Again, I keep hearing so much good reviews of the Al Sprague interview. So we got to keep that one coming back. Join those. You know, you can see all the previous ones that you see. We've got some great guests. Coach Bales, who I saw here again. It was awesome to see him. Coach Houston. I did see Coach Houston, but I didn't get a chance to say hello to him yet.
Because I was running. Yeah. I felt bad because I was running for the computer to get his.
Well, so here's the trick. When you're in a hurry at the reunion, you can't make eye contact.
Oh,
as long as you don't make eye contact, you're safe. You just cruise along.
Yeah,
but as soon as you make eye contact, you got to stop and say hello. You got to do the hugs. You got to do, hey, remember? And, you know, and it's great. All that stuff is fun. But we got things to do. You know, we got to get around.
Guys, we do want to turn the camera around, but they told us that we were not allowed because there are other guests that are not Zonians.
Correct.
So we can't show you who's here. Sorry about that. Because one of the things we wanted to do was just, you know, show the crowd and the whole reunion.
Right.
But that they're not going to allow. They didn't allow. They said they were strict about that.
Yeah, and that's okay. We can respect that. I mean, there are other people here that aren't part of the zone. But hi there. How are you? Hey, I want to chat with you about your book, about your dad's book. You know, I know we talked about it last year, but I would love to have you on to talk about it. It'll be fun.
The big bucks? Oh, yeah, we have monopoly money coming out of everywhere.
Let's put it out there. All the other books, people we've had on, they've sold books. So, yeah, here we are recruiting, and we don't even care where it is. We'll recruit right here on the spot. So, and there's my beautiful wife, Robin, saying hello to us. Yes, hi, Pula. Love you.
Hi, Robin. Hi, Robin. Hi, Robin.
Yeah, good times here, man. But
Hey, Robin, thank you for letting me have Willie and taking all that time that he takes to be with us on the podcast. So thanks a lot there, Miss Robin. Appreciate it.
Rob,
Cheers to Robin.
yes. Cheers to a wonderful, beautiful wife, to a beautiful mother, and yeah, my
How
best
long
friend
you
in the
been
world.
married, Willie?
25 years.
25 years, bro. Congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
like Jubilee. That 50 years.
Jubilee, I think, is 50 or maybe even, no, 75 is diamond, isn't it?
One of those, but congratulations. That's,
Either way, it's-
everybody cheers for that.
It's been a great ride, for sure.
Our lady.
Yep.
Hey, bring me a beer.
Come on, y'all want to kick us out? Now we want to buy beer and you don't show up. What the fuck, man? So, but yes, man, it's good group here. Good times at the society, at the reunion. Tomorrow we will be. We want to do it today, but things got in the way. This Rams reunion I was really busy with that. You know, Ricky's still on West Coast time, so that makes it a little bit difficult for him as well. But tomorrow,
Why?
all kidding aside, you know, I'm messing with you. In fact, he actually was quite early today. I was pleasantly surprised by that.
Yeah, I was the one finally pushing you. Let's go, Willie,
I
let's
fully
go, let's
expected him to
go.
be like, dude, I'm on San Francisco time. And,
Yeah.
He adjusted. He got on Florida time, and he was up and about
No,
early.
but several people asked us if we were going to stream tonight.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
well, we did consider not streaming, but, that can't do it. A lot of people.
Fun.
Yeah.
We love being out here with you guys all the time on Friday nights. That's our routine now. So, I know I would miss it because I love getting on this stream every Friday. It's a blast. It's funny because, and I know Ricky does the same thing. When we sign off, I turn around and watch it now because it's not the same for me to be on the show versus being able to listen what everybody else is doing. And so it's
Oh yeah, I
cool.
love watching. I probably watch it once or twice.
right for
Yeah,
sure.
but hey guys, now that I know I bounce a lot, like that's because I'm always nervous. But yeah, when I rewatch it, I'm like,
But you've gotten much better about that, man.
bouncing.
You look
so
at your
much.
first episode and you look at episodes now. Did you?
Yeah. Oh my God, what a
Absolutely.
bounce job. But yeah, I'll try to keep
Thank
my
you,
head,
Donna. That's awesome, man.
try to keep my head still, but I can't. I can't.
Glad you love the show. And you know what? Little by little, you'll learn more about the Zonians. Obviously, your husband's a Zonian, so you certainly know a lot. But you hear other stories as well. So, absolutely, once you marry into the canals, on you're part of it as well. And
You know what? There's a big group of spouses here that continue
Yeah.
to tell me how much they love
Yes.
the community.
they do.
And normally you would think that the spouses, don't understand the love because
Right.
everybody hugs everybody. We don't care if you're
Right.
married or not.
Right.
You're gonna get a hug,
Yep.
kiss.
Yep.
You're gonna, you're
Yeah,
gonna
there's
have
no room for
lipstick on
jealousy
your
here.
lip,
Yeah.
on your lip, on your cheeks, on your neck. I mean, somebody asked me if I had a hickey. I was like, check it. What
Yeah.
a hickey?
Well,
And
the
it's just-
lipstick on the neck might be a little much.
But
that's
it's a
okay.
lipstick. It's lipstick from all the kisses you get, And a good thing to do when you're at your reunion, guys, especially you single guys, you gotta wear dark shirts. Otherwise, they're gonna be full of lipstick
All over the place. You know it. Then you're going to go home and have to answer questions. But all you got to do is say, I was at the reunion.
at the reunion.
And then what their response? I understand.
I understand.
Yeah.
A reunion.
That's the Zonian way of life.
Yes.
you
Yes.
know?
For all you guys really out there, we know that the pandemic kind of messed this up a little bit. But if you're wondering if it's just going to stay that way, negative. It is right back.
The people wearing a mask now, ignore them. Okay?
Yeah.
They're fine.
There's no
You would have
mask
got
here.
that shit by now anyway.
No, but the part was
Right.
mask before, but there's no mask anymore.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we're back. We're back to the normal reunion,
Yeah.
love
Jam
party, music. It goes on and
And let
on
me
and
tell
on.
you, man, going in there today to see the vendors, which, by the way, Carlos Hadabao gave me a beautiful shirt. We're going to probably either raffle that up or use that as a prize on future shows. Ruthie MacArthur with Balboa Trading Company hooked me up with some cool stuff. She gave me a tumbler and a hat. So we'll be definitely putting together some prize packages. And in the near future here, we're going to start doing some fun interactive shows. I know we talked about it previously, but we're going to get ready to start getting that going as well. So look forward to that. But if you're here at the reunion, that vendor room is huge. There are a ton of vendors. And
Oh, the vendors. Yeah.
there's some cool stuff there. Cassie Sprague's there with Panama Arts
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Al
say
Sprague
hi.
stuff. Yeah, she's there. Got some beautiful new rugs, some really new ones that and new what do you call those? The throw blankets or whatever. Really beautiful ones there. She's got those. Had a bunch of the tumblers. The one which I almost bought today, but I didn't have any cash on me. I'll go back and get it tomorrow. Is the tumbler with the houses like they had on El Prado, right? The white buildings with the tile shingles or whatever, the orange ones, the red ones, all the ones out down Barnaby Street. What a cool image that is. You look at that, and that just so brings it back to the zone. You know?
I know they have like architectural plans from the old days. I put in a lot. I auctioned those. I put money into that.
So speaking of that, on a side note here, both Ricky and I received a delivery last week and the week before.
David Dahlstrom.
Yep, it was David Dahlstrom, but it was Edith Barkowitz Crouch, her book. It's that architecture book. Oh my God, what an amazing book. 450, almost 500 pages, but just beautiful drawings, pictures, everything is laid out there. If you want to know how the canal zone was built, the actual architecture, what an amazing book. My friend here, Art Vandelay here, he loves that shit. He's all
now I know who Art Vandelay is.
Yeah, it's like,
it took me a while to understand who the heck that Art Vandelay was.
I had to explain to who Art Vandelay was.
And it was, hold on, we got another picture over here, Willie.
Yeah, it was, but
all the time. Whoop,
what
over
an
my head.
amazing book. It's available on Amazon. Is it called what? Architecture of the Canal Zone?
Yes.
I'll find the link and I'll post it on the show probably next week. But what an amazing book. So Edith, thank you so much. Dave, thank you so much for hooking that up. We're going to use that for a project that we're not talking about, even though Ricky keeps letting the cat out of the bag, but this is still on the down low, but we're working on it really.
My brother and Ruben, that was there.
That's what he says. Only my brother and Ruben. He's talking to freaking Zonians, man. Bro, Zonians can't keep a secret to save their life, man. So to think that you're telling one person it ain't going to get out, come on now. Like you've never been to the zone before.
Yeah, but it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
It is going to be really awesome.
We're doing it's good.
Yeah.
We just don't want anybody to steal it from us until we put it out there.
But it's going to be a transformational project.
Yes.
For the zone.
Yes.
You guys are going to see that when it comes out.
Virtual, no,
you cannot use anything. You, in fact,
I
can't even mute you now because we're on the same damn feed. Because otherwise, to mute your ass and be like, forget it, you ain't gonna let the cat out of the bag here. But bottom line is, when that comes out, guys, it is going to be amazing. What it's going to do for you to take you back to the canal zone, to the canal zone, not Balboa today.
Or pictures.
Although Balboa today is pretty cool with Las Cascadas Lodge and everything. It is a cool place now, but it's not the same place we grew up in before. So we're going to go back to that place. But who knows? We may incorporate a little Cascadas Lodge in there anyway, right? So we'll figure out
Yeah. It could definitely be part of that for sure.
But be on the lookout for that one, guys, because when it does come, it's going to be absolutely amazing. And it better be now because I built it up, so I better not end up sounding like a fool and talking a bunch of crap.
No. But it is a lot of work because you have a great idea there, and it's not something that anybody out there has seen before.
No, for sure not. Well, they have. They just don't realize, not in that fashion. But the architecture behind it, the software behind it, they see it all the time. They just don't realize what it is. But again, I'm not going to say any more, guys.
All right, let's move on. But it is exciting what's coming up for you guys, and to keep this show going. We want to make it grow. We want it, and the analytics is showing us it's growing.
It is
30% every month.
And keep spreading the news, guys. I'm hoping now after this reunion, we've spread the word a lot. A lot of people have asked about this show, and so at the Rams reunion, we certainly promoted it quite a bit. I think we're going to get a lot more traction and grow that audience. So we're excited for that, guys. Keep helping us out. Keep growing this. Most importantly, keep sending us ideas on things you want to see on the show, people you want to talk to.
What do you want to talk about?
Gold mine. We do. Andrew, the mic right here. Absolutely.
Here, come say hi. Heidi. Come up and say hi.
Hi, welcome. I want to tell you guys, we got a thing that parallels the Waldo Rivera safe opening.
Oh, yes. In fact, let me look. Oh, I'm using my phone to stream right now. But, yeah, remind me of that again.
Yeah.
It's
Poor Willie, I'm all over. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry.
This is going to be epic in worldwide proportions, my friends. What we have here is I have an old map of the World War II installations. I used to live up.
We got Captain Andrew here.
By, the old officers' club.
okay.
And there exists 4 batteries in World War II. They filled
The big gun batteries.
Big gun batteries. They were all connected by underground tunnels.
I don't know if you guys can hear this, but it's some good stuff.
Yeah, I'll reiterate
filled in the batteries, but the tunnels still exist. Can you imagine if we got permission? Because that area is all abandoned.
Right.
Hey, we just want to get one backhoe and pound into that tunnel You go in there, you find an old button, a hat, a newspaper,
Sure.
a coin. You know, something.
Yeah.
Something.
Well, yeah. So anyway,
200 meters of tunnel. You might find something.
yeah, what we're learning from Andrew is that we're gonna have a. You guys remember that Geraldo Rivera
Yes.
episode when he opened up that
Al Capone's vault.
Alcabon vault?
And he
Well,
found a
we
whole
have a
lot of
cup.
nothing.
That was hilarious. That was hilarious.
That's right. That's exactly what that was.
Andrew's come across a couple of what were they?
So remember Amador, when we went down the causeway, the islands out there, those were all military fortifications. Okay, they had big gun emplacements on them. They called them batteries. And when they closed them all, they sealed them up, and they were all connected by tunnels. They sealed them up, they filled them in, but the tunnels remained intact. They're just sealed off right now. So Andrew is going to try to get access to these and dig into one, cut into it, and go and explore it and see what they can find. Those guys, those tunnels have not seen a human being in what, 50, 60, 80 years, 100 years?
100 years.
Yeah.
100 years.
100 years, talking the 1940s. Yes, exactly. It's like an old
There
Egyptian
might be
tomb.
nothing in there, but you never know. There might be a coin somewhere in there.
Correct.
A newspaper.
Right.
Manager's here, Willie. Guys, it's 51 minutes. I think they did say 1 hour.
Well, we're not at an hour yet.
Yeah,
so they
but the
can
manager just show up.
Okay,
So,
good for him. He can walk away. We're buying damn.
Yeah,
beer,
we'll buy as much time as we can and stream all we can, you
we'll
guys.
stream until we get kicked off, and at that point, we may shut it down and keep streaming on the phone and walk away. So we'll figure it out, but we may just walk around the reunion here and be streaming live, throw people on the air, you know.
But sure, we wanted to, always maintain our schedule, no matter where we are.
Yeah.
We're gonna be always on every Friday. We're not gonna fail you guys at all.
So I don't know if you can see the screen here. There you go. So this is
The proposed reveal.
that is the proposed reveal, and certainly Happy Hour at the Balboa Yacht Club will want to go ahead and be
live
involved in that
stream
and see it and stream it. Heck, we'll schedule a live stream for that. I'm not sure that people want to go down to those tunnels at 8 o'clock on a Friday night, but we might have to do a separate special stream for that.
And you can stream it for us. You can stream it for us.
Yeah.
You can be live and walk everybody.
You come down.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, if you want to.
There you go.
We're ready to go anywhere podcast wants to take us to.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure, man. So, but listen, guys, great reunion. I can't stress it enough. We don't have any guests for tonight, of course, because we're kind of winging it and just having a good time at the reunion and hoping that you guys will show up either later on this weekend if you're close by. If not, start making plans to come here next year.
Yeah.
Also, look at making plans to go down in January down to Panama. We have the 2024 or 2025 actual Canal Zone reunion in Panama. Alex Reyes and company. So, start getting set up for that. We know that sometimes you gotta get air travel on that. It takes a bit to. Let me plug this in. My phone's
Running out of batteries here.
running out of batteries, but there again, we got contingency plans in place, so we're good to go. But keep that in mind. Again, next week we're going to try and get back on our regular routine again. It's post reunion, so it still might be we might have a little reunion hangover. Okay.
Yeah, but let's talk about it. Let's bring all our videos that we've
Absolutely.
taken.
But no matter what, we're
share it with
pros.
everybody.
We don't let that affect our show.
No.
Right? We got to come and play ball here.
Now we got to step it up because
Yes.
everybody's gonna be watching us. Listen,
And we got to pick our game up another level now.
our analytics are showing us that up to 1,000 people watch this show. 1,000 of you guys. So that's just phenomenal from our hearts.
And we want to grow that. We want more.
We want more, of course. But thank you guys out there.
From the
All
bottom of our
you guys that watch us. Yeah,
You
right
make
on.
it really cool.
Oh, I can't
it's-
wait, man.
It's been honestly, it's been almost not embarrassing, but kind of awkward, a little funny. You walk by here and people are like, "Hey, dude, you're from that podcast, man. Great job," And
Well, we're living history.
yeah,
That's what we're doing.
but it's cool.
recording.
It's cool to be recognized because we put in a lot of work in this. Ricky and I do show prep several days prior.
Research.
We research things. We talk to our
We
guests.
have
We
to
get
talk
them
to a
lined
lot of
up. We
zonians
get-
all week. It's really hard work, guys.
So we put a lot into it, and it's nice to sometimes just get the recognition. Someone says, "Hey, man, appreciate what you're doing." It's nice to hear from somebody that hasn't touched the zone in a while. Catch the show, and all of a sudden, all the memories come flooding back. They're sending us. I get emails and I get messages all the time from people going, "Hey, thank you for what you do. I know you don't know me, but my dad worked with your dad," kind of thing.
Yep.
And
Yep,
it's just a great feeling, man. that to me is more fulfilling than anything else is.
Well, there's
It's
a
a
lot
smile
of
that we put
Canals
up.
police here. We
Yes.
gotta hook those guys up.
Yeah.
So we can have a show with all the police.
We chatted. I chatted this morning with Kenny Gall, and I
Gall,
chatted with him
yeah.
before,
He said he's
and he said you talked to him, and my dad is going to be joining us as well, Coach Cotton. So there's 3 Canals on Police right there. We can get a couple more on. There's some fun stories there, you know. Obviously, we got to be mindful to respect everybody, you know, because they were cops. So if you were involved with the Canals on Cop, hopefully it wasn't for anything too bad, but you know, there's some fun stories there.
Yeah.
But nonetheless.
That's what Kenny Gall said. He goes,
yeah.
I got some stories for you guys.
Right. And listen, we've all heard them. I know my dad used to tell me stories all the time, and there's some stories that like, this would be great for the show. This one, ooh, we won't be talking about that one. But nonetheless, it's a lot of fun, and the best part about it is you guys. You know, when I look and see, you know, Bruce Bateman, Jill Burns, Jim Cops,
Big Boys 3.
and of course,
Big Boys 3, thank you
my
very much.
favorite
Appreciate
coach
it.
of all time, Coach Cotton, on there. I absolutely love it.
Jim
It makes my day.
Kobetsky. Jim, I've been seeing you all day. You're the best, Jim. Thank you
Yes.
so much.
So
Go Albrook Jets.
right on, yes. Go Albrook Jets, man. Good stuff there. We talked about that Herschel Walker trade, right? But we got Ray Maston, and Albrook got Gamboa, Amador, Balboa, or not Balboa, but Pareso, Los Rios, and Diablo. It was a good trade. I think we won on that trade with Ray Maston, but nonetheless, a lot of fun stuff here.
Coach, we'll see you next week.
Yeah,
I see
for
you're
sure.
checking
I'm going to be in touch, Coach. We're going to start really working on that Canals on Police show. Get you guys on and start figuring out what we want to say, what we don't want to say, what we have that we keep in private, and what we, you know, we got to respect people's privacy, of course, you know. But at the same time, there's some funny stories there. I know, for example, my dad told me about a story one night when 2 of the CZ police were kind of bored, working the limits, 2, 3 in the morning, and they decided to have a quick draw competition. And the one guy goes to pull the gun out, and he shot himself in the foot. I'm thinking, wow, what a great story.
Yes,
how do you explain that one to the sergeant and to the lieutenant that you just shot yourself in the foot?
Sergeant Kelleher, I imagine.
You know, so what a great story. That's the kind of stories we're going to have. And you know, my dad started telling me what the makeup of the Canals of Police was. I never knew what it was, right? When he told me, oh, he was in my platoon. Well, what is a platoon? How many people are in a platoon? And how many sergeants above a platoon? How many, you know, all that kind of stuff would be cool to know, because again, we know the Canals on Police was this absolutely amazing group of men and women that served and protected us. They wore the blue uniforms. They wore the cowboy style hats. You know, I mean, everything about them was just,
You know what?
they were badass.
In
man.
Puerto Rico, the Puerto Rican police have the same exact uniform as the Canals on
Wow.
Police.
Wow, they might have
That was kind
emulated
of cool to see that when I
it.
lived there.
Yeah, for sure. So
The
hey,
same hats, the same all
I
that
mean,
stuff.
listen, the Canals on Police were involved in all our sports, all our other youth activities. Most of the time, you know what they did? They kept us in line, and it wasn't about throwing somebody in jail. It was like just keeping the community safe. And if you were doing some silly things, I'm going to go talk to your dad. Don't do that again,
you
man.
live a better life if you follow the
Totally.
rules.
They respect
And
you.
that was big for the Canals on community, is to follow the rules.
The
Go by
Canals
the
on Police
rules,
was so
and everything
well
works better.
respected.
Yeah, everything works better
sure.
when you just follow the rules. And
I mean,
you know,
listen, those videos and pictures of the parades of the Canals on Police going down Barnaby Street. What an absolutely amazing picture to see that view. And you just look at that pride in what was just just an amazing group of people, right? That really did everything to take care of us and keep our community safe, keep us engaged. And like I said, you know, police had a baseball team, you know, the
And a
farm league and
softball
little
team.
league. Exactly. You know,
that's right, the police. That was a team was called the police.
exactly. And then look at even in Rams football, how many of those coaches work for the police department?
All right.
They
Coach
gave
Cotton.
their time. They put their time in, and they
Coach
helped
Gordon.
make, you know, and in the long run, they were really investing in making their own jobs easier. Because if you keep the youth engaged and you keep them doing positive things, they're less likely to be out there doing shit that these guys got to turn around and arrest them for. So yeah, it was a smart thing to do anyway, but I don't think they were doing it for that reason. I think it was just that community mindset, that Zonian family that they really exemplified. So hats off to you guys. We love you guys. We're really excited, looking forward to doing that Canals on Police show. Not sure when, but we're starting to get some momentum on it. And I think now with this reunion, we should get a lot more momentum. A lot of people have mentioned that they're interested in joining our show. I talked to Joe Wood today. He said, absolutely, I'd love to come on your show and talk about, you know, what we did in the Canal Zone. So more to come on that stuff. And again, more Zonians are going to join us. Spread the word. If mom or dad were working in the zone and they're still with us, Love to have them on and talk about what they did on a day-to-day basis in the zone. I know what the books say about driving that mule to pull a ship through the canal, but I'd love to hear from somebody that actually drove that mule, how they actually worked it. You know, how if the policy said you do this, but we realized that it was easier to do it this way. If we took this and did it this way, our job was easier. That stuff you'll never read about in a history book. You'll never read about it in the newspaper, but you'll hear from the person that actually did it day to day, and that's a cool story. You know, that's a cool story. So I had somebody actually today tell me that they said, you know what I love the most about your podcast, guys, is the history aspect.
Oh, yeah.
I love learning that.
Yeah.
Dave Dahlstrom, people love listening to your story, man.
I've heard
They're
that a lot.
impressed.
Everybody
Yes.
loves the history show. And he was due today. So are we going to have him next week, or are we just going to bypass this month?
Yeah, we already talked about bypassing this month, because even the next few episodes after this, we're talking reunion recap. And we don't want to shortchange it, because that's some good stuff there. Not to mention, next episode, based on the order we were doing, right, is going to be canal construction. Well, when did the canal open? In August. Perfect time to have him come on, talk about construction, and then we're rolling right into that inauguration.
August 14th,
So I think the timing would be perfect on it.
Yeah. So, excuse us for the month of July, no history. I mean, we'll throw our history out in the Bochincha section.
Yeah. We'll make some shit up anyway.
So I can do a 45-minute Bochincha section, or am I still down to 20 minutes?
Listen, man, if I tell you can do 45 minutes, you'll take an hour and a half. So I'm going to leave it at 25 minutes, and you'll do your 40 minutes anyway. So we know how that works.
It's funny. Everybody calls it El Bochinchero.
And Ricky likes to say that he's like, I do the bochinche. And on one episode, if you recall, he said, I'm the bochinchero. And he goes, no, not really.
Yes, you are. Unfortunately, that's what I am at the
You don't
reunion.
like that label, but it's stuck right now.
Yeah, that's stuck. I'm the bochinchero. But people love the
It's
bochinche.
good bochinche. They do.
Some people say they even learn from it.
They do. It's educational.
It's educational.
It's cool to find out what's going on in Panama in the zone, what went on.
Yeah, I'm more interested in the history, not and those called bochinche. You want to get the scoop on people. It's really not about that. It's just
Exactly.
It's just about
It's
the
a fun
history,
term to
what's going
use.
on. Yeah,
we don't normally use that one, but but in this case, it fits. It fits really nice because we do it.
Right.
But you know what? We're giving a lot of love to a lot of people. Las Vegas.
Yes.
Lisa Palm saying, when they're out.
I saw her brother here tonight, Johnny Palm.
Oh,
I
yes,
haven't seen him in 30
him.
years.
Yeah, I'd love to see him and say hello to
I've
him.
seen Jimmy Reinhardt. I haven't seen him in 40
I know, right?
years.
How about
man.
that one?
Great to see
Yeah.
Jimmy Reinhardt. Jimmy Reinhardt. Oh my God.
Now, here's another funny thing. And the way we're set up with our podcast, right? Obviously, we're in two different locations. Ricky's out on the West Coast. I'm here in Florida. And we have our own studio setups. And Ricky's setup is a lot closer to his camera and his computer than I am. So all of a sudden, I've run into a lot of people here, and they're like, wow, you're a lot bigger than you were on the camera. I was like, wow, it's just,
Me, the opposite. They think I'm a lot fat. I mean, a lot skinnier than what I look on camera.
So it's kind of cool. It shows you what the camera shows and what the real life world is.
Well, for me, it's the sight. I can't see, so I have to be close so I can read the comments. And all
He's like
that
Magoo,
stuff.
You gotta get
I gotta get close.
to
So if I'm out here, I can't see the comments or anything.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's but it's funny because that perspective people have of us that
when
don't
I
know
first
us.
saw you're above. I'm like, what? Really, man? Where is all this coming from?
Yeah, I hide it well with my baggy clothes, and trust me, I'm out of shape. Yesterday proved it.
Skinny.
I was. I never had to worry about weight limits playing football. My brother did, but I sure as hell didn't, man. I could have weighed in with full pads, helmet, everything. I would have passed with flying colors, man. That shit was never going to bother me. But if we had weigh-ins now, different story. I might not be making that weight now. But then again, I couldn't run a mile and a half in 12 minutes then. I sure as hell can't do it today. No, man, it's good stuff. So,
hey, well, you guys out there, any questions you guys have for the reunion that you guys want to know about? Let us know.
Let us know.
They did say we could only do it for 1 hour.
We promised an hour, and we've gone a little over that. And they have walked back twice now, so it's kind of like, hey, hint. Let's wrap this up. So that's fine. They don't want to sell us any more beer. That's fine. We'll go.
Right.
But anyhow, thank you guys for letting us do this. Appreciate you, man. Look at me, he's all mad now.
I know they want us out of here. We got to roll.
Anyway, listen, guys, really, really good time. Thank you for joining us Friday. And we had a big group on here tonight. It's a shorter show than normal, but then again, we're at the reunion and we're getting a little bit of flack for doing this out here. So we're gonna have to cut it off.
Seems like that.
I know. I feel
super short.
I feel like I've shortchanged people. They're like, dude, I paid for 2.5, 3 hours. Give me an hour. What the hell, man?
Yeah, we don't mind your 3 hours. And I'm over here so worried about the 3 hour.
It's so funny, man.
If
If someone had told me a year ago, dude, you'll do these podcasts and they'll go for 3 hours. I'd be like, hell no,
We have
nobody's
to
going
talk
to do
about
that.
for 3 hours.
They don't
There's
stop.
nothing.
They
Look,
don't stop.
1 hour, 4 minutes. Okay, we gotta go. Oh yeah, 2 more. Okay, sure.
No, you're good.
No,
You're
2 more. 2 more. All right.
Thank you, though.
We just got 15, 20 more minutes.
There we go. See? So we're still on then, guys.
Yeah. Oh, they're kicking my little brother out.
Yeah, well, he brought in a drink.
He brought in a drink. Oh yeah. So at the reunion, guys, you can't bring your own liquor anymore.
Yeah, bring it.
It's a big no-no
Keep
here.
it on
now.
the down low.
Or you keep it on the down low. Here, look, here's the trick. What you do is at your rooms, because that's what they check, is at your rooms. You have to hide your booze. Because if they find booze in your hotel room, you get a penalty.
A corking charge.
A corking charge. Yeah. You got to pay corking. So that's a new thing on the reunion.
So my room has not been cleaned up since I got here Wednesday. Bottom line. Like, hey, do you want room service? No, I'm good, man. Just throw some towels in later if you want. But
That's the other trick. You got to put no disturb.
Yeah.
Until you need towels.
So, here's the funny part.
Or you can take the towels when they're outside.
That's true.
That's the best way.
But I was coming back to the room this afternoon for something, or this morning actually, and the lady was there going to clean the room, and she's like, "You want your room clean?" I was like, "No, my wife's still in there sleeping." Of course, there's nobody in the room.
Right.
So I walk into the room. I open the door as I walk in. Hey, honey. And I let the door close by. There's nobody in the room, but I just had to play it off, so that she leaves me alone.
But everybody's still drinking. Everybody's still bringing their booze. We just have to be really careful
Just
about
be respectful of it. If they say, hey, you can't have that in here, turn around and walk out. Don't give them a hard time. They're only doing their job, right? This is a place of business. They make their money by selling booze. So when you walk in with your own booze, imagine if you own a restaurant, somebody walks in with a bag of food and sits down at your restaurant to eat. What are you going to do?
I get it.
Right?
These are Zonians, man. They're going to bring their own booze no
They
matter
need to understand that they're Zonians. It's just like the people that decide to host an Alcoholics Anonymous convention next to the Zonian convention. Not a good idea. Okay? There's way too much drinking here to not be a bad influence on you. So, but no, it's been great. There's actually another convention here of blind people.
Blind people, I know.
And it's it's one of those things. Just watching, because you've seen a lot of people walk around with service dogs or with their canes, and it's amazing how well a lot of them get around. I mean, they very much are independent, and I mean, I can't imagine going through life without being able to see. It's so kudos to these people, and anybody around here. When you see somebody like that come in, if it's a crowded hallway, step out and stop moving. To not confuse them. And then let them walk by or whatever. Just be mindful that it's a little bit rougher for them than you guys can see. Unless
what a combination! Bunch of drunk people, partying, loving, and a bunch of blind people walking by.
Yeah, a couple times I've heard people get in the elevator all buzzed up. Hey, 7, please. You're talking to the blind person. They're like, but also they got to do the whole braille thing and push the button for you, man. You don't want to laugh, but I mean, it's one of those things you don't pay attention, But actually, a lot of them are really good natured about it. They're kind of
got the braille though, so actually it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
But it's it's part of the gig. But hey, Zonians have been very respectful. You guys have all not been jerks about it. Not jumped out in people's way. You've been cognizant of it. And if somebody's coming by you, get out of the way. Let them walk by. They don't see you, so it's up to you to do that, man. Let everybody realize that Zonians are like that, man. We take care of everybody, and we behave, and we do nice things. So
behave.
we like to believe
tell everybody that we behave. Yeah.
Well, behave is a little.
Whether we behave or not, we don't even care. As long as you believe that we behave.
But anyway, it's the Zonian way.
Another thing about the Canal Zone reunion, you're not going to wear shoes. You're going to wear flip-flops.
I know. I got to
do that tonight. Have you ever dressed up flip-flops?
Yeah.
It's just the Canal Zone way. We live in flip-flops. We don't wear shoes.
Casual lifestyle of a Zonian.
Yeah. Nobody wears shoes. No, I mean, every single person, no matter how dressed up they are, they got their flip-flops on.
Yeah. No, for sure. Everybody has to do that. It's part of the gig, man.
It's part of the gig. Being a Zonian, we wear flip-flops
for sure. So keep chatting. I'm gonna try and queue up the our exit video. So
you guys. We don't want to screw this up because we are going to be coming back next year.
Yeah.
But we might have our own room and our own everything next year.
Oh yeah, no. Listen, our plan next year and part of what will help that is to keep growing the channel. So please keep spreading the word. Share the love. When you get the links and notifications on Facebook or whatever of the upcoming show, do me a favor, like it and share it. That way other people see it, and more we start getting a bigger crowd.
Yeah, the
Yes.
algorithm.
The more times you like it, the more times Facebook is going to send you that notification when it comes out again. Let's keep growing that audience. Ideally, at this time next year,
There's a ton of people out there.
we're going to have one of the hospitality suites. We're going to rent. We're going to rent it out. I have the backdrops of the bar of the yacht club.
Middle bar, the middle
So we're
bar.
going to have that as a banner on the background, and we're going to actually do a live gig. And we don't have to worry about any of the wait staff or anything. It's going to be in a private room, and we're going to have all of you guys that are at the reunion show up. We'll have a camera facing the crowd. We'll have a mic on a stand, so somebody wants to come and talk to the crowd, talk to the canal zone, all that cool stuff. But we're really excited about it. Again, that's a year away, but now that we've been here and we've seen what goes on and we've seen the recognition we're getting from people, we're going to start building it up more and really plan it out.
A party, 2-3 hours.
Oh, it's going to be a blast. Because after the podcast, we'll still keep partying, right? The yacht club will stay open and it'll be a happening place. But yeah, that's in the works for next year. In the meantime, let's just keep growing the channel, guys. Keep building it up. Keep showing us what you want to see. Tell us what you want to see on the show so we can get it out there. A lot of people want to jump on our show now, so let's find the people that you guys want to see and talk to and hear about it and get them out there.
We got a list now. Wow.
We do. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah,
That's a really, really cool thing.
Yeah.
I'm definitely excited about it. So, dale, pues, let me find.
Yeah, let's get out of here, guys. Thank you.